Noah Lyles. He weighs 70 kilograms. He just box squatted that. He is already the fastest man alive. So why does everyone keep underestimating him? Noah Lyles was born on July 18, 1997 in Gainesville, Florida. He grew up in Alexandria, Virginia, raised by a mother who had been a college track athlete herself. As a young boy, he was a gymnast. He was also homeschooled because he suffered from asthma so severe it sometimes landed him in hospital. School was hard in a different way too. He was diagnosed with ADHD, dyslexia, and anxiety. He has spoken openly about his battles with depression. In any other story, these would be the obstacles that stopped the hero. In Noah Lyles' story, they are the beginning. He discovered track at 12 years old. By 16, he was turning heads in high school. At 19, he skipped college entirely. He signed with Adidas in 2016 alongside his younger brother Josephus and never looked back. He was 22 years old when he won his first world title, the 200 meters at the 2019 World Athletics Championships in Doha. He stood on top of the podium and told the world he was just getting started. Nobody doubted him twice. He has spent every season since making sure of it. Everyone knows about the medals, but the stat that quietly tells you more than any trophy is this one. Noah Lyles has broken 20 seconds in the 200 meters 47 times without wind assistance. No other athlete in the history of the event has done it that many times. Not Michael Johnson, not Frank Fredericks, not Usain Bolt. Lyles surpassed all of them in 2025, and the number keeps climbing. That consistency is almost inhuman. Running sub 20 seconds in the 200 meters is one of the hardest things a sprinter can do. To do it 47 times, across multiple seasons, multiple continents, different conditions, requires a body that never breaks and a mind that never blinks. His 200-meter American record is 19.31 seconds, set at the 2022 U.S. Championships in Eugene. That time makes him the third fastest 200-meter runner in the history of the planet. Only Usain Bolt and Johan Blake have gone faster. His target is Bolt's world record of 19.19 seconds, and he has made no secret of it. Then there is the Diamond League. In 2025, Lyles won his 6th Diamond League title in the 200 meters at the Zurich final, defeating Olympic champion Letzel Tebogo in the final stretch to claim the trophy. 6 titles. That is more than any track athlete has ever won in the history of the Diamond League series. He did all of this while recovering from a tendon injury that kept him out until July. His season opener came just weeks before the World Championships. Most athletes would have taken the year off. Lyles took the title. Lyles arrived in Tokyo in September 2025 with something to prove. He had won Olympic gold in the 100 meters in Paris the year before in a photo finish. The margin of victory was 0.05 of a second. He then ran the 200 meters with COVID-19 in his system and finished third. Tokyo was redemption, but it did not come easily. He took the bronze medal in the 100 meters, then came the 200 meters final. He ran 19.52 seconds, holding off a charging Kenneth Bednarek down the final stretch, anchoring the victory with the kind of finish that only champions produce when everything is on the line. It was his 4th consecutive 200-meter world title. Only one other man in history has ever won 4 in a row at the World Athletics Championships. That man is Usain Bolt, who won from 2009 to 2015. I can't wait for 2027 to become the only man to win 5 200-meter titles, Lyles said after crossing the line. The legend is still being written. Here is the part that surprises everyone who does not follow his training. Noah Lyles does not just sprint, he lifts. Seriously. His strength coach runs sessions at the National Training Center in Florida, where Lyles trains alongside world record holders. Power cleans, single-leg deadlifts, squats, leg presses. He is in the weight room almost every day of the week. In January 2024, he posted a personal best clean deadlift at 286 pounds, that is 130 kilograms, on social media. People were shocked. A sprinter, one of the leanest athletes on earth, lifting that kind of weight. He did not stop there. Earlier this year, a video began circulating online of Lyles weighing approximately 70 kilograms, box squatting 250 kilograms on a squat rack. That is 3.5 times his own body weight. The post, shared by athletics commentators across social media, created instant debate. Powerlifters were stunned. Coaches were talking. This is not an accident. Lyles has spoken repeatedly about why strength matters for sprinting. Every stride is a force against the ground. The stronger the force, the faster the push. The gym work and the track work are the same work, just expressed differently. He knows it. And the numbers prove it. The 2026 season brought a new wrinkle. At the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix in Boston in January, Lyles lined up in the 300 meters, a race he had not run seriously in 9 years. He was beaten by Jeremy Richards of Trinidad and Tobago, who pulled away in the final stretch. Lyles laughed it off after the race. "Of course they are after me," he said. "They are after the greatest, so I am not going to get scared of anybody." Then came the USATF Indoor Championships in Staten Island on March 1st. Lyles entered the 60-meter final as one of the favorites. He finished third, behind 21-year-old Jordan Anthony, who crossed the line in 6.45 seconds and handed Lyles a metaphorical eviction notice from the top of American sprinting. Anthony told reporters, "I looked to my right and my left, and I was like, I don't hear Noah." Lyles handed Anthony the championship belt personally. He applauded the next generation with grace. He also opened up about reclaiming his own indoor 300-meter world record, which he set at 31.87 seconds in 2017 and lost to Stephen Gardiner in 2022. "Losing my world record quite a few years ago to Stevie, I was like, one day I'm going to get that back," he said. "So shoot, why not now?" The records are never finished. That is the point. On April 4th, 2026, Noah Lyles got married. His wife is Junelle Bromfield, a Jamaican Olympic bronze medalist and one of the best 400-meter athletes in the world. Their story began in 2018 when Bromfield slid into his DMs on Instagram and asked him, simply, "Do you cook?" 7 years later, they stood together at the conservatory at Blackberry Ridge in Trenton, Georgia. 2 weeks later, Time magazine named Noah Lyles to its list of the 100 most influential people of 2026. The write-up praised not just his speed, but his willingness to talk openly about mental health, his cultural impact, and what fashion designer Willie Chavaria called his ability to hold both power and vulnerability at once. The fastest man in the world, the strongest man in the room, a husband, a champion with a world record still in his crosshairs. The outdoor season starts in May. Usain Bolt's 200-meter world record of 19.19 seconds has stood since 2009. Nobody has come within a tenth of it. Noah Lyles is currently the third fastest man ever at 19.31. And he has told anyone who will listen that Beijing in 2027 is where the record falls. He is also chasing a number no sprinter has ever reached, 5 consecutive 200-meter world titles. Bolt stopped at 4. Lyles matched him in Tokyo. The next chapter gets written in China. And somewhere in between races, between gym sessions, between media appearances and Diamond League circuits, and his first year of married life, he will keep redefining what a sprinter is supposed to look like in the weight room, on magazine covers, in the culture. He has never fit the template. He has always just made the template irrelevant.